Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, giving all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High Yahweh, who the world any calls God, and Yahweh Shai, who the world any calls Jesus Christ. Brother Judah Mike coming with a quick verse of the day and exhortation through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashan Yahweh Shai. Just going to something that we should be going, that all of us who in this truth should be doing in these last days, man. Seeing all hell been breaking loose, all these so-called wars and rumors of wars, all these so-called alliances and treaties that so-called getting talked about and or signed. Hey, how much more should we do this thing that we're going to go into and see as it should be more fitting for us to keep doing, man? All right. And, it should be not grievous for us, man. All hell been breaking loose in our community, hey, in the Israelite community. Right, you got so much slander and gossip and folly going on, but how much more in righteousness we should be doing this thing, man? Right, so let's get right into it. This is Malachi chapter 3 and verse 16. It says, "Then they that feared the Lord spake often one to another." So if we all fearing the Lord and we doing what the Lord said, hey, shouldn't we seem it fit to be reaching out to each other? And we all gonna catch hell in this truth, man. Right? Whether it's spiritual, physical, monetary way, hey, some way, shape, or form, we're gonna have, because that's ultimately the trial and the tribulation that the Lord put you through. Right? We know the classes in 1 Peter chapter 1 and verse 7, right? Sirach chapter 2 and verse 1, all these different things of when we come into the truth, we got to be prepared for temptation. So how much more the Most High giving you those things? Hey, you're going to need, hey, you should be reaching out to brothers. How you feeling today? How you doing today, sister or brother? It's all as well. Hey, that one call or text can mean a lot for a brother or sister who going through something, man. Some brothers and sisters don't want to just, they not as open with what they going through as possible. So sometimes you just calling and just checking in on them. Hey, they may, open that door for them to kind of say, man, I'm going through this or this. Can you give me prayers? Can you fast with me? Can you, can we go do, hey, just, hey, never know, man. Anything can help to, that brother or sister going through that certain thing that they may be not, bold or brave enough to just, or, may not just be. Some people not as open as other people, man. Right? So, we should be those that's keeping the law, statutes, commandments. We should be speaking one to another. Right? And that's ultimately what the fear of the Lord is. Reverencing the Most High and doing what he says, man. All right, let's get that real quick. Let's get 2 precepts on that. All right? Let's get the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, the classic, right? The classic. This Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. Yeah, it goes hand in hand. That fear of the Lord is also reverencing and doing what the Most High says and keeping his commandments. They go hand in hand. Can't escape that. So if we the ones who doing that, how much more should we be the ones that's reaching out to each other, making sure we are, everything is, doing well, to the best of our ability, right? We all work, we all got jobs, most people got families, some don't, but nonetheless, we all should be able to make that time to reach out to a brother or sister to make sure that they are well in the spirit, man. Like I was saying earlier, everybody not just outgoing, so-called, and just express what they going through. Sometimes you got to call, and then after you talk to them for a while in truth and sincerity, or, whatever the case may be, and they may open up about it. Yeah, man, I'm going through this, and then, hey, you may help them with a precept, maybe 1 or 2, right? Or, however the spirit lead it, man. But that's what it's about, man. Reaching out and trying to help a brother or sister who need it, man. We all catch hell, man. Right? Some more than others, man. Right? That's just our certain lot that the Most High have for certain brothers and sisters. Some brother may go through more than another brother or sister. Right? Let's get that in the book of Hebrews, right? Let's get the book of Hebrews, chapter 12, I believe, in verse kind of 28. Right? Hebrews chapter 12 and verse 28, it says, "Wherefore we receiving a kingdom which cannot be moved, let us have grace whereby we may serve God acceptingly with reverence and godly fear." Right. So yeah, that fear is ultimately just going. It's not saying, damn, like it's a boogeyman, right? Or something in the world. Michael Myers, man. It's just reverencing. That fear is going into a reverencing the Most High Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, and that ultimately falls into keeping His laws and His commandments. It all go hand in hand with that fear of the Lord is, man. All right. Hey, respecting. It's all going into the same thing, man. Right. So we need to make sure that if we're the ones who doing these things, hey, everybody in this world say they serve and reverence the Most High. It ain't doing nothing the Most High say, man. Right. They ain't serving the Most High. They serving their own God, whether it's money, right? Whether it's they woman, they damn job, whatever it may be. Hey, that's how they serving it. Hey, but we serving the Lord in truth and sincerity, man, to the Most High willing, right? So we need to make sure that if we're the ones who having that godly fear and serving the Lord with reverence and keeping His laws and His commandments, hey, we need to be reaching out to brothers and sisters, man, who need it. Hey, we need it, man. All right, let's get let me get another preset real quick. All right, yeah, that's why the Lord said, let's get that in Ecclesiastes. All right, this is the spirit. All right, Ecclesiastes 4 and verse number, I'll start at 8. Right, but like I said, not to get off topic or anything. This is all from Malachi chapter 3 and verse 16, going into they that fear the Lord spake often one to another. All right, we got to keep these things in remembrance, man. All right, we have to reach out to brothers and sisters, man. All right, the same way if you're a teacher, if you're in a camp and you go out and teach on the highways and byways, hey, we reaching out and trying to, we reaching out to those people who we may be teaching on the corner. How much more your brother and sister? All right, you don't want to be a hypocrite. You ain't speak to your brother or sister at all. Only at camp. That's the only time you talk to your brother or sister. Hey, that's off, man. Right? Hey, brothers go through things just as much, man. So how much more? You want to be a hypocrite, man. You ain't reach out to no brother, no sister, nobody at all. But then you come to camp and then you try, yeah, brother, we love you. So, trying to give him the milk and knowledge and understanding. But you ain't even reach out to your brother, man. Who catching hell, right? Who laboring in the truth just like you, man. To the best of their ability, man. So this is the book of Sirach, Ecclesiastes chapter 4 and verse number 8. It says, there is one alone, and there is not a second. Yea, he have neither child nor brother. Yet is there no end of all his labor. Neither is his eye satisfied with riches. Neither said he, for whom do I labor, and bereave my soul of good. This is also vanity. Yeah, it is a sore travail. Right? It says two, right? Just going into one person, saying, I'll just jump to verse 9, right? I really wanted to start down, but two are better than one because they have a good reward for the labor. For if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow. And the same with us, like I'm saying, if a brother or sister go through something in the truth, right? You should be the one there to uplift and help them, man. All right. You shouldn't hear about it 3 weeks later, that they had this or that, or they was in a hospital or something happened that was serious in their. Hey, you shouldn't, not saying that you're meddling many matters that don't got nothing to do with you, but that if you was reaching out to your brother or sister, from time to time, hey, you may have known that and not waited a month later, man. Right. But it says for if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow, but woe to him that is alone when he falleth, for he have not another to help him out. Or said destruction to that man, or hey, it's gonna be some kind of calamity to that brother who's by himself. And hey, brother, brothers and sisters, they may think they can handle something on their own, and then when they fall, sometimes they be embarrassed, they don't want to admit it, and then secret sins and other things start creeping in, man. All because they fail. And in that spirit of, maybe not wanting to reach out and confess that thing, like James chapter, like it says in the book of James says, hey, confess your faults one to another. Hey, some brothers may not, or sisters may not do that, but hey, if you would have reached out, how you feeling, this and that, it's okay to say, you going through something more than just, I'm enduring knock. Well, brother, you not enduring, brother. You battling this demon and you losing. You keep losing to it, right? Brother, you may need a little, we may have to go on a fast together, brother. Right? May have to throw us some prayers, man. But if you wallowing in that sin by yourself, you're gonna fall to it, man. Right? Get help, man. That's the whole point of this video, man. Reaching out to brothers, if you need help with something, hey, do it. Sisters as well. Right? It says, Salakia, continuing in verse number 10, it says, but woe to him that is alone when he falleth, for he have not another to help him up. Again, if two lie together, then they have heat. But how can one be warm alone? Right? But nonetheless, hey, we need to be reaching out and helping each other, man. If you're alone in this thing, man, it's going to be way harder, man. That's why the Lord surrounded, each individual, brothers and sisters with people in the truth around them, man. Whether you an hour away from a brother, or whether you 20 minutes away, or, hey, that's why the Lord made technology. Hey, we could just throw up a FaceTime, man, with a brother or sister. We could throw up a WhatsApp, or what's that other app called, man? Instagram, Facebook. You could reach out to, via that, man, because the Lord made these modes of communication for us, man. Right? So we don't want to be fall by ourselves, man, when you got brothers to help you out, or brothers and sisters should be reaching out, right? Continuing on in this verse number 12, it says, and if one prevail against him, two shall withstand him, and the three-cord fold is not quickly broken. So we got to keep these these classic precepts and remember. Sometimes we want to go into revelation and the milk, but forget about the simple things, man. Helping your brother, hey, calling the brother or sister, man. Bearing each other burdens, man. Like Hamashiach did, man. Let's get one more, right? Let me get that in Galatians. Galatians chapter 6, verse number 1. It says, brethren, if a man be overtaken in a fault, ye which are spiritual, restore such as one in the spirit of meekness, considering thyself, lest thou also be tempted. Verse 2, bear ye one another's burdens, and so fulfill the law of Christ. Right. So, it's all throughout the scriptures that we have to be reaching out, bearing each other's burdens. If a brother going through something, hey, you should bear that with that brother or sister, man. Right? Just like Hamashiach did for us, man. Got up on that cross, and what's that? Sacrifice for the nation of Israel, man, to come back to the fold, man. So how much more us doing such a small thing as reaching out to a brother or sister, and just checking and see how they doing, man. Bearing their burden, whatever they going through. They may need help with monetary. Hey, if you got it, hey, let them, help them out. Right? Take 1 minute, 5 seconds to send a text to a brother or sister, how you feeling. That could brighten up a brother or sister day, man. Right? So not to be long-winded, but nonetheless, this was supposed to be a quick video on just going into literally reaching out and speaking to each other, man. It's not hard, man. We make things grievous when it's not, man. Right? Better say you don't want to be an individualite in this thing, man. Right? Individualites, man, get weaned out, man, and fought, according to Ecclesiastes 4 and verse 9 on down, man. So let's go back to that Malachi and close out. Malachi chapter 3 and verse number 16. Right. So it says, they that feared the Lord spake often one to another, and the Lord hearkened and heard it. See that? And the Lord hearkened and heard it. And the book of remembrance was written before him for them that feared the Lord and that thought upon his name. So with that, we want to make sure that we reaching out to each other. Hey, keep that spirit, man, of love, unity. Hey, and like you got to care in this thing, man. Right? Be your brother's keeper, man. And your sister's keeper. It's the same thing. It's your brother's keeper. Right? It's unisex, man. I say they only say brothers. No, it's unisex, man. If you want to get technical. Right? So let's speak often one to another, check on brothers and sisters, make sure that they are enduring and doing well in the spirit. And with that, give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua. Shalom.